But the good news is they've got a 7 to 8% approval rating in Congress. People know what's going on. They're aware of the corruption, and the American people are not buying it. And now it's giving cover to good people in the NSA, in the CIA, in the FBI. Whereas corrupt as those agencies are, those are some of the most awake people you'll ever talk to because they're living it. I was talking to a high-level state judge. I'll just leave it at that. And he said, no, I would, basically hear the stuff you talk about years ago and think it was crazy, but look at the IRS stuff. Look at us funding al-Qaeda in Syria. It's true. It's crazy. Look at warrantless blood draws on the side of the highway. Look at illegals allowed to commit felonies and being released. I mean, does anyone think this is just going to stop here? No, it's going to get worse and worse and worse and worse and worse and worse and worse. When Colonel Schaefer exposed the fact with Stratus Ivy and all those secret operations, he didn't release any of the secret stuff, but just the fact that they could have killed bin Laden twice in the month before 9/11, they tried to indict him for like $66, you can look it up, of of phone calls on his colonel's cell phone to his wife, saying it was theft to call his wife on his cell phone, even though in the guidelines it says, of course, you can call your spouse. Hey, I'm not coming home. I got to go here or there. Or help me get my bags packed. They began the indictment investigation. But he didn't back down. So they backed off. Imagine how criminal these people are. Oh, hey, we could have killed bin Laden twice, but we were ordered to stand down. Oh, we're going to indict you for $66 of a phone bill. You're a thief. But I read from Judicial Watch yesterday where it said in the ICE memos, you may think letting a drunk driver or other criminal go is going to let them go down the road and hurt someone and that death's on your hands. No, it is not. They didn't cite any precedent. They didn't cite any law. They lied to you and said you can selectively enforce the law. I mean, it's bold to put that on paper. They're now putting police... do you think police like quotas? You think they like watching a cop get paid $130,000 a year who writes 5 times more tickets than them? Police hate it. They've bought ads in the New York paper, the police union. We've got a tape we're going to play in the next segment of the police commander going, listen, you write tickets and you arrest people or you're going to be fired. Now get out there. But don't arrest illegals. Can you imagine? Make arrests, issue tickets, or get fired. Missouri police caught in discussing quota scheme. And the issue is they pull over some poor black lady or Hispanic lady or white lady who's a citizen. They got 3 kids in the back of the car. The woman's got her maid equipment. I was talking to a cop about this years ago. She doesn't have insurance. And she says, man, I just can't afford it. And what am I going to do? Go on welfare? And the cop said he couldn't write her a ticket, and then they reviewed the dash cam and basically sanctioned him because he just couldn't do it with the sick kid in the back with snot running down their face and 2 other kids, and the woman's a maid, totally exhausted. She just says, I don't have any money. I can't pay it. And that cop knew full well he can't give an illegal alien a ticket for that, or if they do, he gets in trouble, but he's got to give it to that American citizen. That is sickening discrimination, ladies and gentlemen. Excuse me, I'm digressing. But is there something wrong with me? Because the military got it 2 years ago that we were the Air Force of al-Qaeda in Syria and said they wouldn't be part of it, and it stopped. So they rebranded it, had it invade Iraq to get a bunch of U.S. bases, weapons caches, to turn back around and go back into Syria. And now we've got to take over Syria to get rid of al-Qaeda, ISIS's foothold. I mean, that's so simple. Before we go to break, please understand, this broadcast is exploding right now. Affiliates, listenership, the podcast, the YouTube videos, everything we do, people really get now that we know what we're talking about and that we're in a lot of trouble. We're just one focal point of many. Thank God. There's a lot of safety in there being so many patriots now. So start your show. Get involved. But you need to spread the word about the broadcast and not take it for granted. Because when I tell you that the establishment is nipping at my heels, believe me, it's going on. So pray for us, support us, and buy the products. These products will knock your socks off. I set out to bring you the most hardcore stuff. I tested a lot of stuff. I used a lot of vitamins, minerals, talked to a lot of top people. We bring you the very best Nation iodine out there. Frankly, we believe it's the only true Nation iodine out there. We bring you the very best methylcobalamin, organic, vitamin B12, Secret 12, bring you the very best Ancient Defense Herbal Booster Immunity. You get a free bottle. Find out about that at Infowars.com, InfoWarsLife.com. 20% off on Super Male and Super Female Vitality in the month of February. Try it, ladies and gentlemen. The energy, the stamina, the things it's done for me. InfoWarsLife.com or 888-253-3139. 888-253-3139. We've got the Pro Gun and Pro Liberty T-shirts. We've got the Made in America line at Made1776.com. We've got the high-quality water filtration systems, 15% off in the month of February with promo code WATER. It's all available at InfoWarsStore.com, InfoWarsLife.com. Stay with us.
You hear about it every day. Another shooting where innocent people lose their lives. The best insurance is being prepared. Give your loved ones the safety they deserve with a bulletproof backpack. Independently tested to withstand a .357 and multiple other calibers. Perfect for students, commuters, anyone. Shield yourself and your family. Call 8445-BULLET. That's 8445-BULLET or see the proof at bulletproofbp.com. Bulletproofbp.com. We've got your back.
Are you hungry for delicious, nutritious, rich, and satisfying home-cooked meals? Discover the Vita Clay 4-in-1 Smart Organic Cooker. Unglazed Zisha clay, an ancient secret that makes this fast multi-cooker so special. Infusing your food with incredible flavors, perfect texture, vitamins, and minerals for your good health. It's a slow cooker, rice cooker, a steamer, plus a yogurt maker. Go to VitaClayChef.com and enter promo code RADIO20 for 20% off at checkout. That's VitaClayChef.com.
What good is a Big Berkey water filter?
We get that question a lot here at BigBerkeyWaterFilters.com. And in a word, the answer is protection. Protection from water main breaks, E. coli contamination, environmental chemical spills, pesticide runoff, chlorine taste and smell, and all forms of fluoride. Plus, Big Berkey water filters are the original gravity water filter system and most trusted on the market for a reason. Tested by multiple independent NSF EPA certified labs, they are the gold standard in water purification. At only 1.7 cents a gallon, a single set of filters can last for 5 to 10 years. That means big savings. Big Berkey, the one that's powerful enough to purify stagnant pond water. Get a Big Berkey today at BigBerkeyWaterFilters.com. GCN listeners receive 5% off all ceramic filter systems. Visit our website or call 1-877-99-BERKEY. That's 877-99-BERKEY. Big Berkey Water Filters, for the love of clean water.
When an emergency happens, you could be left to fend for yourself and your family. An outbreak of contagious disease can happen anywhere. Because we're faced with more diseases than ever before, we need a better solution than ever before. Fortunately, there is a simple, effective way to protect yourself. Supernatural Silver is a revolutionary silver solution that is clinically shown to be several hundred times more effective than colloidal or ionic silver. And it's powerful enough to help protect you and your family from deadly viruses, bacteria, and fungus. Supernatural Silver is effective against more than 500 different disease-causing pathogens without encouraging drug resistance and without side effects. Supernatural Silver is scientifically supported and is the #1 choice of thousands for improved health and immune system support. Go to supernaturalsilver.com and use the code SILVER2015 for 30% off. That's supernaturalsilver.com. Give yourself and your loved ones a fighting chance.
No matter how hard you try, you can't stop us now. No matter how hard you try, you can't stop us now.
I don't care what color you are, what religion you are, whether you're a school teacher, a doctor, an auto mechanic, a cop. We should all stand up for the Bill of Rights and Constitution, or we're going to lose it. It's not like it's something you just mouth to and say, yeah, I support it. We got to defend it now more than ever. This is the real war. Freedom's not free. We're being usurped. We're being enslaved. Our rights and liberties are being removed. The laws are being made now by secret international treaties and tribunals, the World Trade Organization, the IMF, the World Bank. We seceded from England because they were making decisions in England and ignoring our legislatures. But at least the decisions made in the Parliament of England were public. These are secret. I mean, it's over the top how much tyranny there is, but so much liberty was there that there's two systems running side by side. So it hadn't been as bad because where there is tyranny, it's sporadic, but now it's phasing out the liberty. There were two trains running side by side. Now they're phasing it out. Coming up, Eric Holder launches 90-day crusade against bank leaders when they're totally bought off by them. Putin says Russia intelligence shows U.S. is already arming Ukraine. Well, they've announced it. Census Bureau, 30+% of millennials still living with their parents. That's just some of the news coming up. UN peace forces in Haiti prey on civilians and children. But before I go any further, here's that clip up on Infowars.com from Free Thought Project. Make arrest, issue tickets, or get fired. Missouri police caught discussing quota scheme. St. Louis, Missouri, a former Bellefonte Neighbors police officer has come out of the quota closet and is exposing the department's highly unethical revenue collection scheme. 10-year veteran of the force, Officer Joe St. Clair, was ordered to carry out a policy that he says required cops to issue a certain number of traffic tickets and even traffic arrest. If the cops failed to do it, they could be fired. Well, the big thing is the average cop is paid about $50,000 in Austin. Some of the DWI cops are paid $130,000. You're like, well, let's stop DWI. They'd take you to jail for one beer, but let illegals run into whoever they want. And the police chief's like, well, we don't want to scare the illegals so they don't come to us. Give me a break. It's an order from the feds. I believe the chief put an illegal mandate on his officers. I think it's unfair to the community. And we've got a tape of this. You can go read the whole article, but here's a tape of it being discussed.
Approaching the van of Bellefonte Neighbors Mayor Robert Doar.
Mayor, we just want to ask you. I told you nothing on camera. Mayor, we want to ask you some questions. I told you nothing on camera.
But the mayor refused to talk on camera about a police policy that critics say is indefensible.
Well, I think it's unfair to the community.
As a Bellefonte Neighbors cop for a decade, Joe St. Clair was ordered to carry out that policy. It was a mandate put in writing that St. Clair says required cops to issue a certain number of traffic tickets and even traffic arrests. If they failed to do it, they could be fired.
I think it's sad. I think it's really sad.
St. Clair gave us copies of spreadsheets used by the Bellefonte Neighbors Police Department. They identify 7 different self-initiated activities that officers are required to do. Those include writing ordinance violations, traffic arrests, uniform traffic tickets, parking violations, and traffic warnings. St. Clair had to do 50 of them every month. The spreadsheets show that traffic arrests represented up to 15% of the required activities for Bellefonte Neighbors cops, an equivalent of up to 8 arrests per month, and that uniform traffic tickets were up to 60%, or about 30 tickets per month. Did you and other officers feel like your pay was at risk if you didn't write enough tickets?
Well, of course. Progressive discipline will eventually lead to suspension, demotion, and even termination.
If you didn't write enough tickets.
All right, I don't have time to get to the whole report. It's up on Infowars.com and PrisonPlanet.com. Quotas are illegal. They've denied forever they have them, and a lot of these departments do. And meanwhile, they're not allowed to go out and deal with real crime. It's just raise money, raise money, raise money, raise money. And they're creating all these new laws. It's out of control.
Thank you for listening to
Our economy shouldn't be based on this, on prisons. We'll be back. Stay with us.
GTNlive.com today.
When cells become toxic, they die early and aging sets in. No one has put together a formula that focuses directly on brain health, nerve growth factors, and optimizing your cellular energy at the same time. Just one of the key compounds, BioPQQ, is backed by major clinical studies. You want the best that's out there at the lowest price anywhere? We now have the synergistic solution. Secure your DNA force today at InfoWarsLife.com or call toll-free 888-253-3139.
The average person's life is filled with unexpected challenges. Unlock the energy it takes to defeat these daily beasts with super male or super female vitality, specifically designed to assist the body in regulating proper hormone balance to create superior vitality in males and females. supercharge, and conquer your world at InfoWarsLife.com or call 188-253-3139.